Hello folks, welcome back to Ori and the Blind Forest. It's been a little while, I know. But, you know, I've got some projects in the works of doing some new video stuff that I haven't done before. And I want to finish off some old stuff, so that's what we're going to do. Hopefully get through it. Well, I guess it's time to go then. Alright, back into the thick of it. So, yeah, last time we had finished the dungeon, and this big bad bird is not very happy with us because the motivation, I guess, is that she lost all of her babies, which is incredibly sad, as goes along with most of this game. And now this game turns into Metal Gear Solid for a second, because we're going to have to dive ourselves under and hide ourselves away in a little stealth section. Usually not a huge fan of stealth sections. This one is not too bad. It's definitely tense and scary, because you can really feel the rumble and the tension rising. And having not played this game for a little while, it also makes things a little tricky for me to make sure I'm getting right. So I need to be on my best behavior, as they say. I'm gonna have to do a little puzzle here to, no, not to kill the thingy, to destroy the bark. Also destroys it, which is fine. And we should be able to get across here. Oh dear, that's not what I wanted to do! Ah, that's it's a shame. It's a little bit tricky there because you want to get inside the bark as opposed to on top of the bark. That's where you can hide behind it, so I'm going to attempt to do that this time. Hopefully not mess it up. And have to remind ourselves that that's the correct way to do things. I think I'm going to make a save here when that's done. Oh, maybe I... Oh, I can't because I'm in an unsafe area. Seems like the game obviously wants me to get through this without saving. It's tense. But it can be done, and we will get it done. Alright, so we're going to move our way over here, which, as you can see, needs to be destroyed. So we're going to have to puzzle our way out of this one, which means baiting this dude to come down. Come on, dude. And knocking him... Oh, in the wrong direction. Knocking him in that direction. But we've got to make sure he gets onto the ramp so that we can actually get him out of here. Okay. So hopefully that has destroyed our barrier, which it has. Very nice. Oh, and this is tough. Actually, this isn't too bad. I just need to drop down here and grab this log. Just move. There's nothing happening, bird. This is just a log moving on its own. There's no suspiciousness going on here whatsoever. Perfectly normal situation. And then we're gonna have to book it out of here. Come on. Oh. And we just make it. Alright. We barely escaped from her clutches this time. It's clear now why she hunts us. Kuro is just protecting her child. But remember, Ori, the element of warmth is the last to ignite. The sunstone we seek, high atop Sorrow Pass. We must ride the winds, for they will show us the path. Okay. So we're getting close now to the end times. We need to go high up into Sorrow Pass in order to make our way through the next area. That's exactly what we're going to do. I should also probably make a save. Going to kill this guy first, just so he's not in our way. And then we can actually, now that we have the ability of the Kuro's Feather to glide, we can just kind of speed our way through this section very nicely. I want to check real quick to see how I'm doing in terms of upgrades and collectibles. 78% complete of this whole area. My plan is to come back and do the sweep up for the 100%, and that should make things all fine and dandy. Should mean that I don't have any problems. Well, I won't have any problems as long as I don't keep dying, that is. Ah, there's a lovely irony to saying things like that and then ending up messing things up horribly. But hey. Okay. So let's get ourselves moving then. It is nice to come back to this game because a game I went back to recently is Super Meat Boy. This came out on Switch and I was playing it a bit again on PC. And it's one of those games you go back to and you're like, it doesn't... It's weird because this is like one of the best controlling games of all time in my mind, but actually it doesn't control quite as well as I thought it did. And yet coming back to Ori and the Blind Forest is like, oh no, yes, right, this is perfect, this is perfection. I don't think anything has felt as good as this in any video game I've ever played, so it's definitely a good thing. I believe I have a I do not have an ability to cling to walls. No, there we go. Okay, that's just me being stupid. I just don't have the other ability yet. Okay, I'm actually going to take a look at this map for real and see. Okay, so I do need to just go back up here and make my way through. So I am going in the right direction, generally speaking. Just maybe not the most optimal way. I don't know. Perhaps the most optimal way. Perhaps. Okay, nothing down there. I know that there is coming up a save area. So I should be able to use that. Oh, it's up here. Good. Let's drift along nicely. This little save area. Lovely. Alright. We shall save. Man, those warp points are going to be incredibly useful later on for when we're doing the cleanup job, because I have tended in the past to find it better to have a style of game like this that has teleportation and warping around than not. I think it just makes things more efficient. Playing Samus Returns earlier last year was a real big good thing for that game. When I played it, I was like, oh yes, nice. This game actually has some kind of teleportation stuff going on, which was, I don't know if it's necessary for every Metroid game, but that one in particular, it was such a big map and it took forever to get places that it made sense. Oh, we have some upgrades to do. So let's take a look here. Ultra Soul Link restores 2 life cells. That's pretty useful. Anytime that you want to save, you'll get 2 health back, which is pretty invaluable. I could get a big burst, but I always go for health over everything else, so I'm going to go for that. I'll take it. Very, very useful. But that's not the direction we're heading in. We're heading up north, as they say, in the Game of Thrones. Up north. Up this windy passage. Oh, boy. These birds are just everywhere. They're incessant, one might say. It's a good word for these birds. So they just never give up. Little secret there. Some bonus experience. I'm not sure if it... I don't think those secret areas actually do show up on the map, even if you've gone inside them, so weird little quirk. But alas, it matters not. Oh, as we rise up Sorrow Pass, there's our introduction to this area. Very windy place, filled with nasty creatures such as this friendo, the frogs, who we can now destroy. And I have enough energy to open this door, so I'm actually going to use that. Get into a secret place. Alright, what's up with you, bird? What are we doing here? There must be some good secrets hidden. Oh, I remember this area, yes. It requires you to use these falling rocks. When I originally came here, oh boy, that was bad. Wow, all the way back here. It's one thing getting back into Ori and the Blind Forest is like, oh hey, remember how you have to save yourself all the time? I'm an idiot. Save yourself all the time? It's like, yeah, that was pretty important. To do your own saving instead of letting the game do it for you. It's a pretty important part of the experience. I think I'll make a save here. So I save that ability cell. Beautiful. Okay. That means I still should have enough to get through this door, I believe. I want to kill this stupid frog, but there we go. Perfect. And I actually do have enough to save, so my health goes back. This is all worked out well, I say. I mean, I'm not doing it perfectly straight away, but you know what? No one does it perfectly straight away, unless you're a speedrunner or something. Speaking of which, like, AGDQ was going on, and I believe there was an Ori run going on there. I did not watch it, because I have seen an Ori run before, and they're very cool. This is a good speedrunning game. Something about the Metroidvania style of game that has always appealed to speedrunners, it seems. I guess Super Metroid being like the original of that type of game, in terms of people wanting to speedrun it, and always being a game that I've enjoyed, but maybe not so much as other Metroid style games. I respect the hell out of Super Metroid, but it's not one of those games that I think is still the greatest. Like, I think a lot of people out there think Super Metroid is still the greatest. I'll give you, it's fucking very influential. Oh, this is the bummer about not having another energy cell right now, is not being able to save after going through this gauntlet of birds and rocks. Just have to be more careful about it, I think. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So when you don't lose health, things work out. Who would thunk? Oh. Get out of my way, bastard. You bastard frog. I don't want to deal with him. Okay. Alright, so, ooh, here's what I want to do. Be a little bit careful. Kill this purple globule. And there's a save. Perfect. Alright. So taking a look around this area, we've already picked up the map frag. Looks like if I go back there, I can actually get the full map unlocked. So I'm actually going to go do that. Because I think I missed that. Oh, here it is. Beautiful. And I can insert it and give us the full scope of this place. Perfect. That's just what you need. Oh, there's such an inherent satisfaction to filling in maps. I've been kicking around the idea of a video about filling in maps. It's one of those video game things that is it's a very completionist thing, and I'm usually not a completionist when it comes to games. I like to finish games, get to the credits, and then be done. But there is something about if your game has a Metroidvania style map, I'm always going to be into wanting to get it. Just realised I should have saved my game again there, but alas, it doesn't take too long to get back down here and re-up. So yeah, there's some inherent human satisfaction to filling things in. As I said on the podcast, it's like a colouring book to me, you know, when you're younger and you're just colouring stuff in. It's just what it feels like. There's an inherent satisfaction there. And I don't know why. We always like to have some way, it seems, of dealing with, oh boy, filling in the gaps, let's say. God, man. Half of these deaths today are just from malpractice and ignorance and just me being awful, frankly. I really think I can get past this area without being a doofus, but it just requires me to be a bit more careful about what the fuck oh, I thought that was solid ground, not spikes, man. Alright. Maybe I'm being a little bit too hasty here. There we go. Okay. There you go. There's a... There we go. Alright. Things are working out better now. Ooh. Just gotta be careful. And I don't have enough energy. Great. Really is the major pitfall of this game, is having enough energy. Oh boy. I'm seeing whether I can figure out a way to get more energy. So I'm going to have a bit of a poke around here. See if there's any of those shards about. They're usually pretty common, but for whatever reason right now they're just not showing themselves to me. It's like, I need you guys. Not down there. Okay. Well, definitely don't want to be hung up on some nonsense for a while, so I'm actually going to come back down here, see if there's a shard I can grab. Doesn't look like it. Boy, really is no shards about here. I feel like it tricked me into using that one. Oh, or I could just come back up here and save instead. Or oh god, we'll just do that. Wow, really? Did I say? Did that save? Well, no, it didn't. It's okay. It's okay. I forgive it. Oh boy. Okay, so I can go back if I want to, and or I could come up here. That would be useful. Man, not only get that, but smart. This is where things start to get trickier if I haven't played this in a while. And despite the fact that I'm like pretty confident in my abilities, it does start to get a little bit tough at times. So just gonna hang out in this corner for a second. I said, as I saved my game. I wonder if there's any LPers out there who've ever done like a third person narration of themselves playing a game, being like, and then NBZ thought to himself, why did I ever decide to LP this game? It's very time consuming and I'm not sure that it's really worth anything. It's not my actual thoughts, of course. I've enjoyed doing this a whole bunch and sharing the experience with the few people who are enjoying it. But, you know, it's one of those things you got to think about. It's like, there are a lot of different varieties of people out there in terms of Let's Plays, and almost everything has been thought of and done. I just wonder if there's one person out there who just, all they do is third person narrate themselves. Let's check here. I think I need 2 ability points to get any of these at this point. I actually feel like I'm not really supposed to be here yet for whatever reason. Feels like I should be going somewhere else, and I think there actually is. There's a bonus area that I can go to, and I'm gonna go there, I think, after I've gotten to the top of this place, because it feels like I'm not quite far enough down my ability tree to where I want to be. Hey, that's what happens. I did like 100%ing this game before finishing it. I think it was actually in the original version you couldn't go back into your save file, which is why you actually kind of were forced to. You were forced into 100%ing it before the credits rolled, which is a bummer for a lot of people, because there's lots of people out there who prefer the method where you don't do that, where you are able to come back to it. I've never been one to like go back into games after the credits though, so maybe that's my own issue. But see if I can find a way up here and not get destroyed by a laser in the process. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Let's try and destroy this guy. I feel like there's a secret hidden path up here, unless I'm just completely misguided. Which I probably am. Okay, let's have a look at the map here. See, so there are a bunch of like areas that seem like I can't actually get through them yet. Have I come here too early? I'm just really wondering to myself, like, what am I even doing with myself? There must be a way up here somehow. I must have to go find an ability, maybe? God, it's been so long since I've played this. I feel like I should be knowing what I'm doing, but I don't know. Things seem a little bit up in the air. Well, you know what? Maybe I'll figure that out. I'll figure that out while I'm doing another video. I'm going to take a break, I think, and I'll come back. And everything will work. I'll know what I'm doing. I won't be an idiot. I will be the hero you all want and deserve and need. So, hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.